We're waiting, and that's where we're at. We're still basically waiting on the trucks. The trucks are somewhere between Chile and here. Might as well get out and experience as much of the country and the culture, and it leads to experiences outside of racing.
We've had the opportunity to go to the capital of Potosi, and we were greeted by the governor and had some festivities, and they danced and they treated us to a wonderful lunch.
I know we all would rather be racing, but the chance to go to Potosi and be welcomed by the governor and be given a guided tour.
We had an opportunity to go up while in Potosi to see the silver mine, which is the reason that town even exists.
Every silver coin for the Spanish Empire for the last 400 years was manufactured 300 kilometres up the road from where we're standing. This is just one big journey. It's got a destination, but the journey is half the fun. Apparently everything's arriving today.
There's always going to be delays and stuff, and right now we're in a delay mode.
That's how the racing goes out here all the time. It's wait 20 minutes, wait 40 minutes. Someone will be ready to go in just a couple more minutes. And then it's a few more minutes after that, and then another 20 minutes after that.
Just got the word 45 minutes more to the container and the crane.
Waiting on containers, basically.
They finally do arrive, which is an incredible experience to see them finally after 2 months ago. We packed them.
There it is.
Yay! It is warm in here. Spare motor could probably stay in there for now.
Thankfully we have two bikes, so we can sort of do a little bit of testing on one bike, and then what we learn off that bike we can then transfer to the faster bike.
Racetrack laid out, 120 feet wide, and it is 15 miles of hard salt.
Here it's 15 miles, which is great. It's super well marked. Not quite as hard and firm as it was last year. It's wetter here. It's a little wetter, which is going to be tricky from a traction standpoint.
I'm pretty excited about it. We know the bike's built really well.
We want to go after the fared record in the 1000cc class, which is 221 miles an hour, and that's also Andy's current record. People will ask me, why do you want to break your late husband's record and bump it up even higher? And I said, well, if you have to ask me that, you didn't know Andy, because he was my biggest fan, so there's nothing more that he would want me to put that up into the stratosphere.
We're finally set up, we're ready to go, the course is coming together. We're probably an hour away from maybe seeing a bike go down a course.
We're going to try to race today, put the first race vehicle on the salt at 1 o'clock.
Well, I think we're about to kick this event off.
Bienvenidos a Bolivia.
Welcome you guys to Bolivia. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bolivia.
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 Bolivia. Viva Bolivia.
Viva Bolivia. Viva Bolivia. Producto quinoa, papa de la región y la carne de la llama de la región.
I would like it's llama meat and quinoa from our district, and also potato that we grow here.
Kolchaka.
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 Gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you.
Lo deseo los mejores éxitos.
Let's race.
Okay.
clear the track.
Speed 198.
Not enough.
Speed 198. Okay, record is 221.
So when that baby's ready, let me know and we'll put it right back on the racetrack.
Sounds good.
I think you always feel a little concerned because you're trying to do something that's never been done before.
It's not the bike we're planning on using anyway, so.
What was it? 198. What?
198.
Okay. Basically barely pulled fifth. At the end of the mile, I got one light in fifth gear. So it's way tall. It wasn't pulling all the gearing we have on it, but that's not the only problem. So we are going to look at the data and tweak and go back out. Relieved at how the testing went yesterday. We didn't, the bike without the nitrous didn't perform as fast as we thought it would.
Like it certainly wasn't running clean. Still hauling ass, so.
But we did multiple passes and understand that that's because of the altitude.
You know, it's hard enough to breathe yourself, so you can imagine what a performance engine's like. It's going to struggle.
This year I'll be racing a nitrous bike, and that's new for all of us, and I'm racing for faster speeds than I've ever gone, and I'm proud to have gone 219.3 miles an hour, but that is not, we're aiming for goals considerably higher than that.
I'm feeling a little apprehensive today, to be honest. First time we've run the nitrous. I'll be glad once it's first passes in the books. That first run down, make sure everything works, is going to be the tricky one.
I am ready to execute the plan and get on Snoopy, which is our nitrous bike, and just step our way up with the nitrous and hopefully set some records today.
If it pulls 6th gear with the nitrous on, it should be able to qualify.
Okay.
I'm doing all my licensing passes this morning, so I get to actually ride the bike to the start line, kind of get used to the way it feels, the way it shifts, the power. Licensing pass is basically to prove to the officials that I can control the bike at speed.
We got a new rider, bike number 74.
First thing I plugged in. In the mile. 221. Come on. Enter 222.
The kilo at 206. Mile speed 205.
I went into the time mile at 221, which is right on where we needed to be. And then in the middle of the mile, the nitrous, basically I hit a soft spot in the mile, which caused the rear wheel to spin, which meant made me hit the rev limiter, which triggered a safety in the nitrous system that turned off the nitrous system right in the mile. Felt so good.
Yeah, it was 2:21 into the mile.
It felt so great.
Yeah, so I'm wondering whether we got to the limiter and it shut down. There was a blue light on.
Yes.
There's a blue light on the whole time.
Yes.
Salt's like spitting up in my face. You know how hard this is for me to clean bikes? Kind of doesn't go along with the "stay dirty, my friends" motto that I live by.
It feels perfectly fine, and I don't see anything on it.
Ready to go, boys and girls?
Yep.
Okay, we got a dog in the hunt at least.
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, no, it wasn't scary at all. In fact, it was so bad. In the middle of the pass, I was shifting into 4th gear before we had any nitrous at all and blew a hole through the motor. Dropping oil out of the bottom pan, too.
That drags out.
No, it wasn't. It was just, I was pissed off more than anything else.
We're leaking oil. We can't go fast.
Dude, I so want to run this bike. Oh, there was a pop.
Yeah.
It's probably 30-some degrees out, blowing like crazy. Top one already lost all of their canopies. It's freezing cold. Kind of had a little electrical issue, we'll call it that, and we've just completely swapped the motor in about 2 hours. But everything's put back together pretty much, and we'll be racing again tomorrow. I'm gonna lick the salt.
Wait, let me get a clean bit.
Here, right here.
Ah, it's great to be alive.
This has been quite an adventure. So unfortunately with Snoopy yesterday on one of my passes, the engine blew and we had a second motor that we're able to reinstall into the bike. So the guys put the second motor in. It was a crazy windstorm, freezing cold, and they took 2 hours, dropped one motor, put a new one back in, and we're ready to roll this morning. If I can get 2 mechanically solid passes on beautiful salt this morning, then we're gonna break that 2:21 record.
I'm torn between giving it everything it's got or just doing just enough to get a record. So well, I think I'm going to send it down with just enough to get a record.
Nice job, Ralph.
How'd yours feel?
I felt great. I can't hear a thing. I felt great.
Okay. You want me to yell your speed?
Yes, please.
237.
Yay! Oh my God, oh, I'm gonna cry.
So in a crazy cosmic Andy's here with us kind of way, the motor in Snoopy right now is the one that Andy set the world's top speed BMW motor at 236 in 2013 with this whole team there as well. So something cosmic about that, and I know he's with us today, which will make me do this. But I'm excited and super happy, and that just brings tears to all of us, but in a great way. So we're all here together, which is amazing.
So the way the qualifying process works is once that record has been beat in one pass, they have to back it up within a 2-hour window, and they have to have the average of the 2 passes be higher than the existing record.
Envision the run from the start to the beginning all the way through to the podium. It really helps to get rid of some of the demons that may be in your head about the things that can go wrong and put the right positivity in your mind about the things that can go right.
Charlie was saying the wind's coming a little bit from that direction, so I may start right.
Thank you very much. We have a white pickup truck that is the Rolling Patrol Junior. He is clear. Erin gets down there, you can tell her she got a 229 in the miles, and that 10 seconds after she started riding, the kilo sensor went down and we weren't able to recover it. So she will not have a kilo speed.
But what's the exit? What's the exit?
Timing stand, can you repeat all the speeds for us again, please?
Her entry speed was 224.413. Mile speed is 229.16.
That's a record.
That's
a record.
Congratulations. Congratulations, guys.
Good job. Good job. All right, let's back to 40 out.
Jumped at 14,000 feet. I gotta catch my breath. Yeah, so we set a record today. It's one that the team currently had. It was Andy Sills' record set at 221, and we upped that in Andy's honor to 229 today.
Wow, big time!
Yeah. I'll tell you 2 quick things. One is the motor that's in that bike was so yesterday we blew a motor, and the team. Blew it good. And the team, Shane Kinderas and Gary Orr, Trev Richter, and Curtis Tom, in 2 hours, dropped the motor that we broke, and pulled that I broke, and then pulled our spare motor out of the container, and within 2 hours had it back in the bike and ready for me to run this morning. And that spare motor happened to be the motor that Andy set his records on.
That's a
The
big
exact
time.
motor.
Big time.
So we're really delighted, and then we got to license Trev Richter up and give him a little pass on the naked bike, and we'll be putting he and I both back on that bike with nitrous on it without a fairing and see if we can go reclaim the record that was set here at the Top 1 Shootout last year. So we didn't get that one, so we still have to come back.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mike, on behalf
Thank you.
of our whole team.
Yeah.